Wake up in the morning, I'm feeling so blessed. Thankful for the Lord, I ain't even gon' stress. Even though I know that this world is a test, I'm still a leader of love. And even if it feels like it's all on your shoulders, devil on your back trying to keep your heart colder, tell them back up, let them know that you a soldier, right? And a leader of love. So whatever it may be, just make it all matter. Keep your spirits up, ain't no need to be a downer. In everything you do, everyone you encounter, lead with love. So whatever it may be, just make it all matter. Keep your spirits up, ain't no need to be a downer. In everything you do and everyone you encounter, lead with love, leader of love.
Good morning, Grand Rising. How you feeling? This is your leader of love. Hope that you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Hope that everything is going great today. As I said yesterday, this whole week, I want to focus on suicide prevention, as this month, the month of September, is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. I'm sure that we all know someone, maybe you yourself have wrestled with suicidal thoughts, attempted suicide, and so especially in the Black community, we do not discuss this as much as we should. And I guarantee you that I would probably say maybe 80% of my timeline of Blacks do not know that this is even Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And so I thought this is something that we need to talk about. And so I thought I should focus on that. And so just to quickly say before I go any further, if you know anyone that's wrestling with suicide, anyone who is just dealing with those things and doesn't have anyone to talk to, doesn't know who to talk to, there's the Suicide Prevention Hotline. It is 800-273-8255. Again, it's 800-273-8255, and it is 24 hours, 7 days a week. Someone is available. If they want an online chat because they're more comfortable with being able to type, I know we're more of a generation of typing than talking, so if that is something they prefer to do, online chat is available. It's suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Throughout the week, a lot of the things that you hear me discuss will be coming from suicidepreventionresourcecenter.org. Every day they had 5 things up there specifically that they focused on, and I decided to take those 5 things and break them down into each day of the week for this week, Monday through Friday. So yesterday I kind of touched on asking and people being able to feel like someone is asking them genuinely and caring, how are you? What's going on with you? And I broke down how in the Black community, we are not big on talking about issues, especially the young Black men. And as I mentioned yesterday, that is an ever-increasing issue. The numbers are increasing in terms of Black men that are wrestling and committing suicide. So, of course, that was just something that I really thought was interesting, the way the numbers increase. And it was for the age group of, I believe, 15 to 19. And I was just kind of like, wow, our young Black men, young Black boys have so much to deal with right now in society. It's important that they understand that they can come to us and talk about things and share the things that they're wrestling with, the things that they're dealing with. And so that was pretty much what yesterday was about. And so today, the second thing that was on the list was several studies have indicated that when lethal means are less available, suicide rates by that method declined, and frequently suicide rates overall declined. So any method that is deadly, if those means aren't readily available, they're saying that there was a decline in suicide rates. The Suicide Prevention Center of the site indicates that among Black males, guns are the number one way in which they attempt suicide. For Black females, it's suffocation. It didn't surprise me when I read that. I knew a young Black girl, I believe she was about 13 or 14 years old at the time, who committed suicide. And she hung herself from the shower curtain, the shower rod. And I believe, I want to say her mom found her or one of her siblings, but she hung herself from the shower rod. And can you imagine? I know this may seem a little graphic, but let's touch on it. Do you understand the time that it takes to hang yourself from something, and then you have to hang there? Typically, your natural reaction when in a moment of danger is to try to find safety. So imagine you kicking, because it takes a moment. It's not like a gunshot where you shoot that gun and if you shoot it, a lot of times it is more instant. You're hanging. So our young black girls are choosing suffocation as a form of suicide. We got to talk about it, y'all. We got to talk about it. Suffocation. You're already mentally, emotionally wrestling and struggling with some things. Then you choose to commit a death in a way that isn't instant, isn't like falling asleep, but there is a level of pain you feel when you do it. Y'all, we got to talk about it. And I remember at the funeral listening to her friends, friend after friend, that got up. I didn't know she was dealing with this. I wish she would have talked to me. I remember there were days when she was sad, and I wish she would have called me. I wish she would have opened up to me. I didn't know it was that bad. I remember her saying this, but I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know it was that sad. I didn't know she was having that hard of a time. I remember we laughed and joked about this, and so I didn't know. I wish you would have talked to me. The thing is, sometimes people saying, I'm good and laughing with you, isn't because they're okay. They're good. And we have to talk about it. And we have to begin to genuinely seek to understand and know what is going on with our youth, especially our black youth. Right now, our young black men are choosing guns, and our young black girls are choosing a form of suffocation. Let's talk about it. Let's begin to talk beyond just, hey, how you doing? You good? Yeah, I'm good. But begin to really listen for the I'm not okays, even when they're saying I'm good. Begin to listen to kind of hear a change in them. To see if you have a friend and you see a change in them, be watchful. Be mindful. Some people are wrestling with things that you don't even know they're wrestling with. Because again, especially in the black community, it is we're strong, we don't talk about it. That's for weak people. We kind of have taken that on. And so what happens is people genuinely are wrestling and not able to share it. Talk with your youth. At your churches, your families, your friends. Let's talk about it. It's important. This is your Leader of Love. Visit me on my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube page at Leader of Love, LUHV. Again, all week long, I will be dealing with Suicide Prevention Awareness Month and the different things, especially amongst blacks, when it comes to suicide. And so I'm dealing with it. I'm talking about it, and we need to. Please share, hit like, make sure that people are understanding that in the community we are aware of it, and we're dealing with it, and we are addressing it. My monthly poem this month is going to be dealing with people that wrestle with it. So be looking out for that. Have a wonderful day, and remember, in everything that you do and everyone that you encounter, lead with the love. It matters.